Yeah, and as you look down, you do see that there's some soldiers down there that are fighting against these little creatures as they cower in the sun. You see one like jump up on somebody's face and just completely rip his face off. Like they're not having a good time. Everybody down there looks like they are just losing a battle and dying as soon as you arrive.
We don't really need this card, do we? We could probably just go back, and Jack turns around to see the portal just whoop, close.
Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to the next episode of Stolen Fate, our playthrough of the Pathfinder 2e adventure path from Paizo. For this series, we have Chase, that's me, as our intrepid game master. M is the enthusiastic Crunk. Katie is the mysterious Gingham, and Tori is the quick-witted Jack. In this next episode, the adventurers walk through the last of the 6 portals to obtain their next card, the Trumpet. We hope you enjoy it. Now let's roll. Welcome back, fellow geeks, to another episode of Stolen Fates. We last left off with you guys out somewhere in a ruined cabin. Did you ever discern where it was? I think you did.
In the Taldor wetlands.
There you go. You got it. You guys figured it out.
Does Tori know where that is? Absolutely not. But I have a name, at least. I could go find it on a map somewhere.
Sounds like Tori needs to get a big old poster of Galarion.
Should I'll just put that on my wall here.
So you can look over and see where we're at all times.
You know, I've recently played a game that you can do online to see if you can match all of the names with the map places for Galarion, and I did pretty okay.
I did terrible. I did better than real life geography, but still really bad.
We should do this as a challenge one day.
Well, I should administer the challenge or be the judge though, because I'm going to lose horribly. I'm gonna get 2, maybe not even.
I bet you'd be surprised how many you knew.
You can, but I don't know if she knows where they are on the map.
Right, that's the thing.
You can have 20 minutes to study.
The point is, it's in the Taldor wetlands.
In the Taldor wetlands, you guys have a portal open in front of you, and you just put some remains to rest, and you guys are heading back, yeah?
Yeah, with some lilies in tow.
Some
polychrome lilies.
Excellent. Your polychrome lilies, you guys step through the portal, and you step back into Harrowcourt in your main courtyard where you've got all of your archways. The most notable thing, as soon as you step through, is you see Shadow sitting at a table, stringing a bow, but Shadow has a fully functional mouth and actually looks like a normal person. He looks up and smiles at y'all. Well, welcome back.
You talk now.
What the fuck?
I think I've always talked.
Well, you said two words? Gingham looks to Jack for confirmation.
You've never talked like this before.
There's something wrong with my voice?
I would say the opposite.
Name?
It's actually more normal than it has ever been, which therefore makes it weird.
I think you're all being a mite dramatic. I'm just getting over a bug.
A bug?
Why don't you just start from the beginning? Like Crunk said, who are you?
Who am I? I'm Shadow. We've been literally traveling together for months now.
Traveling seems to be a bit of a strong word.
Oh, I see you're all a bunch of jokesters this morning, so I'll just leave you to it.
Wait, Shadow.
Yeah.
What would you say your job is around here?
What's my job?
Yeah.
Tending to the ranged weapons, obviously. Feeding the animals. I'm going to go out and hunt me a rabbit prince right now.
Are you?
Yeah. I do it on the daily, don't I?
Do you?
Are you all feeling all right this morning?
Oh,
Quite fine, actually.
We brought these for you, Shadow, for doing such a great job. And Jack will hand over the bunch of lilies that they'd gathered.
He slings the bow over his back and grabs them and gets a big smile on his face, closes his eyes and takes a little sniff. Well, I'll be. You found some polychrome lilies. I used to get these for my girl, thanks.
Girl, I don't think we've ever spoken about her.
Spoken about who?
Your girl?
Oh, I'm not going to take your girl, Crunk. You don't have anything to worry about there. Well, listen, I've got to go out on my hunt, but I've been thinking, and I think I'm ready to accompany you on one of your tasks in the near future, if you wish.
You would need permission from Guy for that, I think.
Oh, I've got it.
Where
I
is
don't feel
Guy?
quite ready yet. Somebody ask for me?
Is that Guy? Is Guy here?
Yeah.
Okay. What does he look like now?
Guy looks like a big old green hag at the moment.
Why? Jack actually screams and like jumps back away from Guy.
It's just me. You should be used to this by now. Come on.
God, anything but that. Can you look different?
Can you?
Yes, actually. Well, sometimes. Not right now.
Well, let's see it, boss.
I think I've kind of used it all up for today.
Yeah. That's what they all say. Listen, I'm sorry. That was a bit sassy and out of line. But
yeah, I think you're going to need to take a dock on your pay for that one, Guy.
A dock on my pay. Oh, it's a good joke. You're not paying me.
We're not.
Oh, I'm glad you know that.
Oh, yeah. No, this is all charity work for all of you.
Okay, hey, Crunk, you were going to ask Guy something.
Guy, how do you feel about Shadow joining us on our missions now that he's feeling a bit better?
No, he's got the go-ahead.
Of course, he's got the go-ahead, guys. Didn't you realize?
No.
You said something about the threads getting tangled before.
Yeah, they're untangled now. That's how that works. You see some tangled thread, you untangle them. And you're okay to use the threads again. Do you sew, Jack?
Enough to get by.
Oh, do more.
Learn about threads is what he's saying.
Yeah. Thanks, Crunk. Very insightful.
Thank you. I mean, it's not what we're talking about right now. And you haven't been very clear, Guy, and we're very frustrated with you. And he side-eyes Jack to see if he did
I
good.
mean this with the utmost respect. Absolutely from my deepest chamber of my soul. But are you all on vacation?
I don't think you have a soul, first of all.
Oh, I've got one.
Where do you keep it?
Right now, somewhere like below my knee.
Gross. Anyways, we have to get going to do busy things right now, obviously. We're not
so
on
you're off break
vacation
now.
over here. Shut the fuck up, Guy! You're not
Sorry,
our boss!
You're right. Out of line again. I guess I'm just feeling a bit feisty this morning.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get back to it.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the day off. I woke up feeling a little bit green.
Gingham, don't.
Sorry.
He starts wheedling and jigging and just walks out of the room.
Gingham imitates it a little bit.
Okay, well, good luck, Shadow.
Well, thanks. And good luck out there for you.
Sure thing.
He steps up and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Jack. It's good talking to you as always. Keep safe.
Here, Jack will pull out the Victoria dagger.
Oh, what's that for?
Just thanks, I guess. I don't know. You feel like a friend or something.
Well, I would hope so.
Anyway, you seemed like you liked it earlier. You swiped it from my bag, so you can just have it.
I was just being playful. You see that, Crunk? What a nice gift.
Yes, for a friend.
Indeed.
This Grunk a little poutily.
You keep him safe out there.
I always do.
He very deftly twirls the dagger, sticks it in his belt, and he leaves.
Okay, let's get out of here. If you guys are feeling up for the last gate here.
Ready as always. Actually, let me double check that I am ready as always. What do we know about this place? Just to make sure I prepared my spells
The
correctly?
Banyata. We know resistant to bludgeoning, weak to slashing. That's pretty much all. Well, can we look through the portal, kind of like we did with the big sky, and just see what the environment looks like?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll me a society.
Oh, all right.
When you look through, you see what appears to be like kind of like a desolate rocky hill slope And down below the slope, there's some kind of crumbled building, like a ruined fort of some kind.
36 for Jack.
36 for Jack. Jack, beyond that tower, you can see that there is some water that appears to be ocean and like a large landmass way out in the distance that looks like it's going across the water. You recognize this region as a Vudra, which was once an archipelago of several bountiful islands, but there was some world-shaking events that struck Galarion. When that happened, the terrain kind of shifted around and formed this very large bridge. Everybody in Vudra was very excited. They thought that it was going to open up new trade routes and make a lot of new opportunities to the mainland. But it turned out that with that bridge rose just hordes and hordes of monsters. It's been a very notably dangerous place ever since. Occasionally adventurers will get hired to go out and try to clear paths for said trade routes, but it is kind of just known as the Bridge of Monsters.
That's where we're headed, it seems.
It appears so.
Okay. Well, good news, guys. We're headed for the Bridge of Monsters, if I'm correct.
Ooh.
If either of you got a 35, you know that as well.
I only got a 34, unfortunately.
I didn't roll.
I think that I'm going to take Still Ignition, Ray of Frost, and Acid Splash for my cantrips, my 2 shield spells, and then I can retrain Prestidigitation probably if we can take 10 minutes. Just in case we run into something with a different element type. I'll take Electric Arc. And then for my 6th level spells, I'll take 1 Shocking Grasp and 1 Disintegrate. Then 7th, I'll do with Disintegrate and a Force Cage. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Do you guys need to heal before we go? Since you guys stayed out all night and got frosty?
Got frostbitten. Let's see.
Probably.
I'm down 44. I can do a medicine check on myself, though.
I could do a treat wounds if we don't mind staying another 10 minutes.
I could try to treat wounds while you're retraining.
Okay.
All right. You retrain Jack. You do a treat wounds on yourself, and it seems very ineffective. No matter how much you warm yourself up, it feels like your blood just runs cold.
Cool. Well, I'm just down 44 hit points then.
Wait a minute, for real? What if I do a lay on hands?
You want to try it?
I don't want you to wait right now. I don't want you to waste it. Because, like,
well,
what if
I can just refocus, and
All
I
right.
get 2 focus points back every time I do that.
All right.
Okay. You going to lay on hands?
Yeah?
It works.
36
That
healing.
feels like that warms you right up, Jack.
Thanks.
It's 42 now because we leveled up.
Oh, nice. That's almost full for me then.
And Gingham, you can hit apply healing as well because he'll do that for you.
Sweet.
And now I will need just 10 more minutes. My deepest apologies.
That's okay. Guy's not around to give us a hard time about being on vacation or whatever.
I'm right here still.
I
Fuck
thought you went
off,
on
guy!
break. You said you were going on break.
Peeks around the corner. He looks like a very beautiful, long, black-haired, green-eyed woman now. Like an elf.
Oh. I like that form.
Thanks. That's just me.
Okay, well, go away.
All right.
Bye, guy.
You guys ever feel like we're too mean to Guy?
Hi.
He's kind of mean to us. I don't know if you noticed that.
I completely agree, Jack. I just wanted to get a vibe check with the group, and I completely and utterly concur.
Yeah,
You
like,
see?
kinda. He just
think
asked
he-
us if we'd been on vacation. When we've
It
been
was
working
so
our
rude.
asses off, almost dying every other day to get these freaking cards.
So rude.
And we take 1, maybe 2 days to recover, and suddenly he's like, oh, you guys don't care about the mission anymore.
I don't think that's what he said.
No, that's what he meant, Gingham. You gotta learn the subtext of things.
It's called reading between the lines, Gingham.
I don't think that Guy has lines to read between.
Well, apparently he has a soul, so
And
There's
he's
a
learning something new every day.
Clank as a big old paladin comes walking up to all of you and just stands right in front of you.
Gingham waves at
is
it.
one of your friends, Crunk?
It is one of my friends, actually. Do I actually recognize him?
They all look the same, like identical.
This right here is Young Fifth.
Puts a clinky hand up to his chest.
I mimic it. Is there something I can do for you, young fifth?
He's gonna shake Crunk's hand.
Thank you.
Like firm grasp of the wrist, firm shake, and then goes about his business.
That was really odd.
I don't think it was odder than anything else that's happened today already, though. This place is just weirder and weirder.
I like it.
You could stay here if you wanted. Just saying.
Just leave Gingham behind? No, we would die. Jack would die. Crunk would maybe be okay. I kind of thought that Paladin was gonna like walk up and just shove us in, and it was Chase's way of saying, "Get on with the adventure already. Go through the door."
I am curious. Can I roll like a perception though? Is there something that the guy was trying to communicate to me and I missed, or is he like sneaking? Is there like a man inside of this suit and it's not, and like he's like infiltrating?
Roll perception blindly.
Blind? A secret perception?
A secret perception?
May I do-
Sure.
Secret perception.
Did it. I rolled it. What'd I get?
I liked that song, Katie. I'm waiting for Jack's result so I can compare you.
I did it.
Crunk just seems like he was being friendly. Jack seems like he was snooping for some reason.
Snooping.
Snooping, being a little bit eavesdroppy, invasive.
Jack knows a snooper when he sees one. That was weird. That you're right, Crunk. That was pretty weird.
Right. It's not that I am offended when they want to come talk to me, but they don't normally do it like that.
Yet he definitely seemed to have a reason.
They've never shaken my hand before.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it sad? Like, is it sad that if someone's nice to me that I feel like it's suspicious? Like, and not only did I think that was suspicious, but you also thought it was suspicious, Jack?
I don't think that's sad. I think that's called being smart.
Oh, yeah, definitely. People being nice to Crunk. That's smart to be suspicious.
Oh, I meant just people being nice to you. Like, not just you, just people being nice. It's suspicious.
Yeah, super suspicious. We did go through. I feel a tear coming on.
That just seems like a lot of trust issues.
All right, well, let's not unpack this here. Let's go through the archway. Everyone ready to go fight some monsters on this bridge or wherever it is?
So excited. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
You guys step through the archway to the Trumpet. As soon as you guys step through, you are in a ridge of jagged stone that serves as a natural battlement at the edge of the hilltop. The ground on the other side is steeply slanted and strewn with scree. And this is what you kind of saw through the vision before. Armored soldiers look over the battlement with evident trepidation. You did not see this when you looked through the portal. While down below, roiling hordes of fleshy aberrations from crawling globs the size of human fists to bulbous, fleshy giants towering dozens of feet tall rush back and forth between boulders and rents in the earth as if unable to bear the light of the sun for too long. So you guys see a lot of those banyatas and other little fleshy creatures that are running about looking like they're burning in the sun. They're a good ways down the hill from all of you. Then there's a bunch of soldiers that look like they have like a little barricade set up. And there's one human gentleman who does not appear to be in any sort of armor or gear. That looks very nervous. Let's go to the map, shall we?
I love maps.
Are we behind the soldiers? Like, do we come out behind them and they don't see us kind of thing?
Yeah, but one of the soldiers does turn around and notice all of you.
Oh, the sound effects. Goodness.
I'm not even loaded in yet and I can hear the sounds.
Yes, these are visceral battle sounds here. Wow.
It's quite loud, isn't it?
Let's see. Let's turn that down a little bit, shall we?
It's not too loud for me. It's
not loud for me either.
It's very intense.
Oh, no, that was Gingham saying it was.
We've completely broken the fourth wall now.
We've broken the fourth wall.
Yeah, and as you look down, you do see that there's some soldiers down there that are fighting against these little creatures as they cower in the sun. You see one like jump up on somebody's face and just completely rip his face off. Like they're not having a good time. Everybody down there looks like they are just losing a battle and dying as soon as you arrive.
We don't really need this card, do we? We could probably just go back, and Jack turns around to see the portal just close.
And as you do that, this woman who's at the battlement turns around and notices all of you. And she starts speaking to you in a language that none of you understand. She seems very frantic.
Have a thing for this. Wait, first, should we describe the woman?
Oh, yes. Please, somebody take that.
Katie, I volunteer you.
Oh, okay. This lady, she's got 2 really long braided pigtails, because I can't think of another word for it. She's got a sword slung across her back. She's got golden cuffs on her. She looks kind of like a handy lady with a shovel and a pick and some
Like a
stylish
crowbar.
boots. Yeah.
Got a whole tool belt.
I feel like Gingham and her should be friends. And yeah, she's got just, like no armor, just adventure clothes, and she looks a bit sassy.
She does look a bit sassy. She's got like a jaunty lean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as she sees you, that pose currently goes away, and she looks quite frantic as she's trying to speak to all of you.
Jack,
She's gesturing down the hill. She's shouting.
Jack
she's seeming
quickly
kind of
pulls out a
frustrated.
scroll of comprehend languages and like shoves it at Gingham. Here, I'm ready. I was ready for this. Quick, can you do this?
Ooh, I cast it.
Please
Third
tell me you
level.
understand this one.
Yes.
We need your
Hello.
help. Who sent
yes.
you?
We
You know what? That doesn't even matter. You do understand me? You understand me now.
yes.
Good. I don't know who sent you, but I imagine that you're adventurers here for some bounty?
Sure. We
Excellent.
are here for our own reasons, but bounty is welcome.
My
What's
name is
going
Captain
on?
Japulapel,
Okay.
and we are
I'm
in need
Jack.
of... Nice to meet you, Jack. Adventurers, yes? Here for pay.
Yeah,
You will
what do
get
you need?
paid.
Okay, what's going
This
on?
here, and she gestures to an unarmored man that's just like behind. It's not just her here on the ridge. There's a whole bunch of soldiers. They're just not on the map currently.
Do they, really quick, Chase, do the soldiers do they seem uniformed? Like they are all part of the same troop, or does this seem like there's a ton of adventurers here who are all just like fighting?
They all
'cause they've
seem
been hired.
uniformed like they're part of the same troop.
Okay, got it.
My sergeant went down there and got himself in a load of trouble. There was a miscommunication between us. Now, you couldn't have arrived any sooner. We're in need of help. Our task is to protect this merchant here, and the advances have been a bit relentless. Luckily, the sun is out now, so they're not advancing, and that makes it the perfect time to go down and save our sergeant. His name is Erishish. We had a bit of a miscommunication. He stumbled down into the ruins down there, and him and his crew were getting overwhelmed. When the sun came out, we think he might still be alive. We saw the creature scatter, but he needs backup. We're certain of it. He may be dead as well. It may be gruesome. We just need you to confirm, and if he's alive, bring him back, please.
Okay, that sounds doable. What kind of pay are we talking? Just really quick, just so we're clear on the terms here.
What did the damn flyer say?
It said, Chase, Tori doesn't really know what like an exorbitant amount of gold would be to ask for. Jack wants to ask for, he wants to try and get something that maybe she wouldn't like just be immediately blown away by, but is maybe just like a half step above what would be super reasonable.
Roll me a society, or if you have a lore that you feel is applicable.
Okay, I'll just do society. That is a 32.
32, you would know that this is quite a dangerous region, and adventurers are usually paid somewhere around the realm of like 100 to 200 gold for such a task.
A piece or total?
A piece.
Okay. Then Jack is going to ask for, let's see, so 200 a piece would be 6. He's going to ask for 7? Does that seem okay to you guys?
Sure.
7,000.
No, 8,000.
Oh.
A single thousand.
1,000? Jack will go for 800.
800.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
Oh, interesting. Not deception. Okay.
I mean, are you lying?
Well, she did ask what the flyer said, so I assume this
that's
was
true.
a lie because Jack has no idea
That's
what
true.
the flyer said.
Yeah, roll me a deception.
I'm fine either way. I just, yeah.
No,
that's
it's
what
a
I was
deception. I
thinking.
forgot you lied like a liar face.
I did lie like a liar face. Oh no, that's only a 27. Do I hero point this?
I'd say probably not. I think we're going to have a really rough go of this one.
Yeah, that's probably true. All right, 27. It is what it is.
800. How many of you are there?
Oh, well,
Enough to get this job done.
yeah, he's worth at least 2 by himself. Trust me.
Do you have a scroll on you as well, Crunk?
I think we got the level that targets multiple creatures.
It was the 4th level, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, you're right. It can target up to 10 creatures.
Yeah,
I forgot
Nice.
that bit. Yes, so all of you guys can understand.
Listen, any flyer that was giving you 800's got to be wrong. There's 3 of you?
Well, we're here now, so it kind of seems like you either pay us to do this job or you're out of luck.
We also have to make a profit on the job. It's not my lover down there or anything, just somebody in my company. 700. How about that?
All right, fine. I guess we can live with that.
Thanks for being reasonable. Now, like I said, we have to make sure that the job comes first, or Sheesh would be furious if not. I imagine you're a group of adventurers handling yourselves out here. You made it this far out here. So we're going to let you handle this one.
Okay, we know about the banyatas. Was there anything else down there we should know about?
What in the hell is a banyata?
Apparently, we're better prepared for this job than you are.
Obviously, you're adventurers. You have no lives but killing things.
Okay, that seems like a bit of a generalization.
You're the one sitting here making up words. Now go save. Get paid.
Okay, well, you've been real helpful. Jack will start.
I'll tell you, they don't like the sunlight, and if those clouds come back overhead while you're sitting here yapping with me, you're going to have a hell of a time.
Yeah, got it. He kind of waves her off and heads up onto the ridge to scope out the battlefield.
Excellent. So as you get down to the ridge, you can see that way down below over here, there are some ruins that describes where her sergeant went. And it's a very, very steep hill down here. And it's like really loose rocks, and it looks quite treacherous to crawl down. Like you're going to have to go down pretty slow and careful as you would go sliding straight down.
Yikes. Okay.
And then you do see lots of little critters like hiding behind rocks out here. Like
the fleshy critters, you mean?
The little fleshy critters. Should we look at a banyata again?
Well, actually, I wanted to ask Chase if they all appear to be banyatas, or...
Yeah, they do. The banyatas vary slightly from like this image of the little crocodilians. Most of them look like that. Some of them are a little more goopy, and their teeth are just kind of mishmashed like a clumsy jack-o'-lantern. Some of them are more like fully formed, like an actual little crocodile. But they do all look like the banyata family.
I want one as a mount. I would like the record to note.
You have a raccoon that you have neglected the last 2 days we've been at Harrowcourt.
How cute this is.
No.
Notably, you do see one that looks dead and like this. You saw those people take this out right before they died.
Oh my! Yikes!
He's
No!
got hip
No!
say no to hip hands.
Not hip mouths,
Who
though.
wants to describe hip hands? Hip hands.
Go! I can't look at it. It's
imagine
triggering.
if you saw a pink Laffy Taffy that has been pulled into 2 legs, 8 arms, and a face that has just a sprinkling of eyes across the top glob, and then really gnarly teeth, and then a throat hole that looks like a slit, very fleshy slit. There you go. You've got it.
And this thing is
bad.
massive, like huge.
That must be the behemoth that we heard about. One of them,
Don't
anyway.
love that.
Do we see other behemoths around, Chase?
No, just little itty bitties that are hiding and drooling.
Chase, I have 2 questions for you. One, can I do a warfare lore to see if there's the best way to get across all of this and into the place we have to go?
Okay. Warfare lore. So how does warfare lore apply to the terrain? Give me a reason.
Are we navigating through any enemies? Like that part?
Oh, like to avoid the enemies?
Yeah.
To avoid the enemies, you wouldn't have to roll me a warfare lore. I mean, the enemies seem like they're around the rocks, more towards the outskirts. So straight down the middle would avoid the most enemies.
All right, perfect. Chase, now for the rocks and the problem there, I have a couple of things here that I'd like to read to you. First off, I have embodied dreadnought subjectivity, which means that you're a dreadnought, a living siege weapon, albeit one that wields other siege weapons in battle as your endoskeleton and flesh toughens. I have the hefty hauler skill feat, and my maximum bulk limit further increases by 3 for your total of 2 to your encumbered limit and 5 to your maximum. And I took gripping limbs, which gives me, like, I can cling to surfaces with ease. And I'm wondering if you would allow me to be the mount for Jack and Gingham and just gallop down this thing.
Yeah.
Since I have a climb speed and I can carry hella amounts.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Do you change to large with that feat?
No, that's just what it says about me.
All right, that's pretty
That's just
intense.
a constant state of being for Crunk.
Yeah, I like it. We'll say that as long as Gingham and Jack are adjacent to you, tactical map-wise, then they will avoid the checks they have to make on this train.
All right, let's go ahead and get up. You're going to hold on to me, and I'm going to just make a run for it. Understand?
Give me 1 second. Chase, is there anything I can see about these ruins from this vantage point as far as what might be the best entry point, or like if might be enemies hiding inside?
Yeah, roll me a perception.
That is a 44.
44. The easiest way to approach seems to be right over here on the southern side. You can also see that there's some torchlight that's shining there. It doesn't look like any enemies are currently disturbing it, but if there were, the guy's probably in trouble anyways.
Okay, so straight down the middle of this cliff and then around to the south of the ruins is kind of our path we're talking about. Okay, Jack will point that out to you guys, Crunk and Gingham, and then I guess he'll climb on and grab hold of one of Crunk's shoulder spikes. I think he'll just hold on to Gingham if that works. We'll do the little train.
A tripod?
Yeah, Jack will hold on to Gingham and onto one of Crunk's shoulder spikes.
Gingham, you have to actually get up here if you're gonna be part of this.
Jack has a hold of me.
I'm
Here,
saying
just
on the
grab
map.
this.
There we go.
Grab this spike right here, Gingham. That'll help. All right, are you sure about this, Crunk? We've never tried this.
I've never been more sure of anything, and I'm gonna run and I'm gonna jump right here. I also have wall jump, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Chase, I just want you to remember in chapter 1, are we still in chapter 1?
Yep.
In the first section of this, I spent a bajillion hours training on an obstacle course. Like literally did it all day long. I was built for this shit.
Oh yeah.
I suppose we
It's
should have
great.
seen this
Mhm.
all the way back from session 4 or whatever it was.
All right. Yeah, so Crunk, you're just going straight down the middle?
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me a flat check.
A flat check. Okay.
A flat check.
I'm not great at flat checks, guys. This is like a notorious thing about Emily Jean. 4.
Okay. So you're heading down here and you're getting down this terrain quite easy. You don't have to make any checks like Jack and Gingham definitely would. Like you navigate it pretty well. And a bunch of the monsters on the sides look very angry as you go galloping, trotting, running, athletically.
It's like a
finessing.
gorilla run straight down the hill.
Nice. Yeah, there's like screeching, like little angry monsters that look like they occasionally try to run out at you. And then they get in the sun and their skin starts burning and they hiss and they run past some rocks. But as they see you running down there, a little group of banyatas cut you off here in front. This is not like one big banyata. This is like 6 little banyatas here. They go cutting in front of you and they just immediately start sizzling and screaming. And there's like 5 of them in a little star formation and 1 in the middle. And the 5 just grab their necks and twist them around and they crunch and they twist and twirl and they collapse. And then the one in the middle just screams and bursts into flame and looks up at the sky and big smoke comes billowing out of his mouth. And that smoke goes floating up to the sky and creates a big portion of cloud cover. And then as soon as that happens, just a ton of banyatas come rushing out, like hundreds of them. 2 swarms, you could say. And we're going to roll initiative. They do look like swarms.
I don't have anything to deal with swarms, y'all.
Well, this will be fun. All right, I gotta change this music. The playlist just went to some super like sappy emotional song, and we're fighting 2 swarms of gross flesh goblins. I'm a little nervous here. May I use battle cry?
Sure thing.
How does it work with swarms, Chase? With targeting?
It doesn't.
Oh,
I rolled it
unless you're
working
group
too.
coercion.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say the reason why I'm going so damn slow is because I'm carrying a bunch of people.
What's your modifier, Crunk?
21.
Cool. I'm going to put you at 24 because you're beating that one.
Thank you.
36 for Jack.
All right. So, Jack, you're up first. So
Okay.
these like little 4x4 squares are just packed full of tiny little alligator banyatas.
That's good. This is good. Okay. They are weak to slashing, right?
Yes, a typical banyata is.
Okay. Then Jack will have his dagger out, since that can be slashing. I guess he'll Well, man, I don't even know. What do we do? Are we actually, Jack will, since he's right next to Crunk and Gingham, he's gonna just like shout to them. Are we trying to cut through and keep going or what?
Katie, do you have anything?
I'm looking.
Okay. Chase, can I do a warfare lore just to see if it'd be better to cut through or to go around, or should we kill them before trying to get them back? Like, are we gonna get flanked on both sides if we go past?
They look like they formed two groups. So from a tactical map position, it's up to you. This is where they're at on the map. You don't see any more that are coming behind you. It looks like they've all grouped together in these two masses to cut off your advance.
They'll just get behind us if we run through.
That's probably true. Does it
They did seem quite fast.
Does it seem like they are? Oh, the ground that they're on, Chase. Are we like at the edge of the scree? Like, can I move more easily, or does it look like we're still on pretty?
So this
rough,
entire
rocky
slope, all the way down to like, let's see, I'll draw a line of where it ends. Like all the way down until here is so for you,
terrain.
if you're not adjacent to Crunk, right by Crunk to hang on, you are going to, it's not only going to be difficult terrain, it's going to be extreme difficult terrain. So you'll move a quarter of your speed or a half of your speed if you want to make an athletics check and risk falling. Crunk,
Okay.
for you, it'll just be rough.
Well then, I will use 2 actions to activate the Big Sky card. Jack will flick it out of his bandolier, and I don't know what it looks like when we activate one. I guess it'll just glow.
You tell me.
Yeah, the Big Sky, I think there's like a subtle caw in the air, reminiscent of all of the Tengu that we had to scuffle with to get, and the Vrox. But yes, it glows slightly. And then for 10 minutes, me and up to 4 creatures I touch ignore difficult terrain and effects that would give a circumstance penalty to speed. Does that qualify, Chase?
Yep.
Great. If it does specify if you are at least 17 level, the targets also ignore greater difficult terrain. So how does that interact?
So basically,
here?
for you, it's gonna up you all by 1 step. So Crunk will no longer treat this as difficult terrain. You and Gingham will treat this as difficult terrain.
As normal
As falling.
difficult terrain.
Mhm.
Great. Okay. Well, there we go. That's 2 actions. And then I guess as my last action, I guess I'll just throw my dagger, which seems like a very sad thing to do in a swarm. It's going to get a whole, like, one of them, but we'll do it.
Okay, let's see that attack roll.
38 to hit.
38 is gonna hit.
Okay. It does some damage. I'm assuming when I throw it, it's just piercing damage, not slashing. Is there a way I could make it slashing because it is versatile?
Versatile, you can still choose. You throw it.
I want it to be slashing then.
You
If
got
I
it.
may. 6 slashing.
Excellent. You slice a single little itty bitty Banyada's head right off, which seems,
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, negligible, which in mechanic terms, you did 0 damage.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I assume they can't bleed either.
Nope. That
Wow.
one's bleeding profusely, but it's dead.
Jack is literally useless in this fight, guys. Good luck. That's my turn. I
This is
guess
gonna
I'll
be
get
really
off. Can I
intense.
get off of Crunk as a free action? Not like move, but just like.
Yeah, I want to make you guys worry about like mounting, dismounting. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. We'll just consider adjacencies that you
Got
can be
it.
aided by Crunk in one way or another thematically.
Okay, well, there we go.
Okay, Gingham, you're up.
Oh, I have. So your card made the terrain workable for Crunk.
Difficult. Yes, Crunk is not penalized. We are just on difficult terrain.
With this primal scroll case that I have a scroll that casts Tailwind, which is a 10-foot status bonus to speed, if that would help us outrun it.
Do you have any way to clear the smoke in the sky? Do you have any
Like a wind spell.
wind? Yeah,
I really.
I assume you don't either, Crunk.
I don't. At least not prepared.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I think Tailwind that seems decent.
I was
Or if you have any
thinking
AoE stuff.
I could potentially put all of them into one section of them into a force cage,
Ooh,
but then I won't have any actions because it takes 3 actions to do the force cage, and then I won't have any more to like attack them afterwards.
well, does it only last? How long does the force cage
It's
last?
sustained for 1 minute, so I will have to continue sustaining it for 1 action every turn.
I think that might be worth it. That just means we're not going to get immediately overwhelmed.
By 2 of them.
Yeah.
But then I won't have enough actions to like do spell strikes or anything if I have to also move during a turn.
Well, I assume swarms can't be. Are they also immune to sneak attack?
So general rule with swarms is that
guard?
they are immune to precision. They're immune to any kind of single target effects from spells. They usually take lots of extra damage from area or splash damage, and they're usually quite resistant to single target damage.
Cool. Okay.
I could do Force Cage, and then I could be doing Acid Splash, which does at least splash damage.
It's better than anything else.
But it's better
Jack
than
has
nothing.
right now.
Yeah.
I think that's our best shot for now. We can kind of see what they do. What I'm kind of thinking too, since Jack is so useless here, I'm considering making a break for the ruins if you guys can kind of hold them off and see if this general dude has anything that might be more useful or if he can be helpful. Anyway, that's my thought. But it's Gingham's turn, right?
I'm about as useful as Jack, which is
Well, maybe the speed
not.
thing will be helpful then, because Jack has to, if I'm going to run to the ruins, that is.
You could also do Haste.
Oh,
Yeah.
haste could help Crunk.
Or Jack, if Jack's going to be running all the way over there.
Yeah, but Crunk needs more of the actions, probably, if you're going to be sustaining the force cage.
That could be good.
okay. So do you want haste or do you want tailwind?
Completely up to you.
I think this next turn it maybe doesn't matter because maybe Tailwind, because
Maybe
Crunk
Tailwind
is
this
probably
turn.
going to do force cage anyway, so.
Okay. I'm casting tailwind. So
It says it's a you effect.
Yep, can only affect yourself.
Oh, well, Gingham could make a run for it and try to go
Gingham
to the
could
ruins.
totally make a run for it.
sure.
You should do a wardrobe stone into a sprinter.
That just gives a lore bonus. Are we
Dang
just
it.
going to start arguing with Chase for all kinds of bonuses based on
just-
how Gingham is dressed?
Gingham's suddenly an athlete dressed in a track uniform.
Takes off.
Cute little sweatband.
It'd be adorable.
Okay. Gingham will hop down, cast tailwinds. There's a little breeze behind Gingham, and they will start running.
Okay, so each move action will move you half your speed. So your speed plus 10 and then half it.
So 35 halved to like 15,
20.
20. Okay. I can move 20 feet so far, right toward the, swarm.
Okay,
There you go.
it's a strong choice.
Where the hell else am I supposed to go?
Anywhere you want.
You could start heading a little more south, Gingham, because to the south is where we saw the torchlight. To the south side of the ruins, I mean. Maybe just try and skirt around them.
Okay, there it is. 20
Yeah, there
feet.
you go.
That's
I like that.
that's it.
Okay. Little puppet just booking it across the street. I love it.
I love Gingham's token moving all over, trying to decide where to go, and I'm imagining Gingham just like running straight at them, then running back, then running north, then running back south.
Wind gusting.
There you go.
Excellent. All right, that was Gingham. We've got this swarm's turn. Swarm at you like they do. It's a horrible
do.
noise. Let's see. They're gonna double move all over you guys.
This is ruining Force Cage very quickly.
Well, could you
That's
force
okay, I
cage
can get
the other one? Yeah.
I can.
All right. Now, as these things move into your vicinity, the most notable thing, Crunk and Jack, these things smell horrific. Like the most rotten, disgusting meat that you've ever smelled in your life.
Awesome.
Make me fortitude saves.
Oh, that's not my strength. It's actually not horrible. Is this a poison or a disease?
It is not. It's olfactory.
Oof.
Crook's fine.
Is
Can I
this
just
a-
like- on the other hand-
can I just, with my nat 20, press Jack's face into my own armpit?
Gross.
Don't smell them, smell me.
You sure
Is it-
can. It's ineffective for
Is
Jack.
a 23 a crit fail?
Though. A 23 is not a crit fail.
Okay. All right. I'll just take the normal failure, I guess.
Okay, so Crunk, you're fine with it. Like
Okay.
you cope just fine. Jack,
He's
you
a
are gonna,
flesh warp. He smells this every morning.
Oh,
You should see my morning stench.
I hate it.
Jack, you're gonna be sickened one. And a reminder on how sickened work. It generally lasts for a certain duration. It doesn't fall off like enfeebled or frightened. You have to spend an action to retch to prematurely end sickened. And you have to reattempt the fortitude save when you retch.
Okay.
So they double move You're in their aura of bad smells, and then they are going to do bites. They're just going to be chomping on you. So you guys need to make your reflex saves as they crawl all over you.
Would you say this is an attack, Chase?
It is not an attack, surprisingly.
How the hell, Chase, am I supposed to do the thing?
I think it's supposed to be. It's like you could probably sparkling targe some, but there's just too many. Like they're crawling up your armor and like chomping on your legs.
Got it.
Yeah, in case you missed the memo, Chase just built an encounter to counter
to counter us. My bad.
Like, you guys have been too strong for too long.
Whoops.
I'm feeling like wrapping up this campaign here, so I'm just gonna
Getting wrecked by swarms is like a Pathfinder badge of honor. Like, it happens to everybody. If
that
you
makes
don't
me
have
feel way
swarm
better. Thank you.
All right, a 43 is going to be a critical success for you, Jack. So
I guess
they're probably just like all over Crunk at this point.
What's a 22 get me?
The smell.
A 22 Crunk is going to be a failure, so you are going to take this much damage, and you're going to be slowed.
I can't be slowed.
Oh shoot!
You can't be
slowed. If I am slowed, I can't do the force thing.
Do you want? Do you want to reroll?
I will use a hero point.
Okay, here we go. Reroll that reflex.
What is Bulwark?
Bulwark is that you can use your shield bonus on area effects. Hey, so you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So it's whenever you have your shield raised, you apply the bonus to your reflex saves as well.
So I can just quick cast a glass shield?
Sure.
With my reaction thing?
Yep.
Okay.
So you can't shield block with it still, but you can get the bonus.
What about a 33?
That means you're going to take half of that damage and not be slowed. So you're going to take 6 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Perfect. All I ever wanted was to not be slowed.
Okay. That's it for them. And Crunk, you're up.
Okay, Chase, my turn is very planned out, but I just realized something that could potentially screw me over. So before I cast this spell, I need you to specify how big these little things are.
How big they are? They're pretty small. Like, they're like rat sized.
It's a 20-foot cube made of bands of force, each half an inch thick and half an inch apart. So it's only a half-inch gaps here.
Yeah,
Can they get through that?
They don't look like they could, but if you wanted to be certain, you would have to do a recall knowledge.
I don't have the actions for it. We're just going to do it.
Okay.
I really hope they don't have like some freaky squeeze ability.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that too.
Yeah, you trying to just put a cage around one then?
Yep, they have to make a reflex save.
Oh, they get a save against it.
Oh man, watch the reflex saves be unreal.
That's 41.
It's a critical success.
What does this look like? You start forming a cage and they just panic scatter?
I guess. So yeah, the cage still happens and it's right here.
Uh-huh.
It's just that each creature in the area attempts a reflex save. If such a creature fails, it becomes trapped near a cage. If it succeeds, it's pushed outside of the cage into a space of its choice. If the creature is too big, the spell ends automatically.
Okay. They would have been trapped, but...
Fuck. I'm so sad. Would it have been worth a hero point?
It's up to you.
I don't know. It's my last one. What do you guys think?
To be trapped or not?
It's one of my only 7th level spells. It's the only one I've got.
It might be worth if you
Chase, -2, reroll.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I'm so cross.
I'm hoping for you. This is gonna be too lower than it says.
It sucks so bad.
35.
I have a 31.
It's not a critical success. Does that make a difference?
It doesn't say basic reflex. It's just a save. Yeah. That sucks. Okay.
Things clamor out for their life. All right. Is that it for you, Crunk?
Yep. That's a 3-action spell.
All right. It's Swarm's turn. This one gonna join its buddies and it's just gonna swarm all over you.
Makes sense.
So Jack and Crunk, 2 reflex saves this time.
2 reflex saves?
2, because they get to do, this one gets to do 2 bites.
Okay. For Jack, that's a 34?
35.
Yeah, you guys are both, so Jack, you have evasion, right?
Yes, I do.
So crit success for you, Crunk, you take 2 damage.
Higher.
Oh, I have to do another one. Yeah, both of us higher than
Crunk,
the last one.
It's both crit success for both of you, so you're both fine on that one.
Okay.
Okay. That's it for them. We're back up to Jack.
Okay. I have an idea. You weren't here when I was running this by Chase, but
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go search the dead soldiers around here and see if they had anything that would be
Like bombs
useful.
or stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I think that I'm going to start doing damage in an area around me, so it's
You
probably
should do
better that
that.
you're not here anyways.
That's true. I'm just gonna get out of here. Okay, Chase, where's the nearest dead soldier?
The nearest dead soldier, we'll say, is right up over here to your north.
The north. Okay.
Mhm.
And I have my speed cut in half, basically.
Yep.
Okay, and my speed is normally 25, so is that 10 or 15?
It'll go down to 10.
Okay, well, I'll have to double move anyway, so I will do that. I will double move.
Okay. Double
And-
move and leap.
Yeah, I'll run over to the soldier and search
Roll
for
me a
something
perception.
useful. Okay.
Hey, you got rid of your fluffitis, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. I think I meditated over it.
Just making sure. All right.
That's a
Nat
critical
20
success.
Perception. So you search this guy, and sadly, the man who lost to these was not prepared for these. Does not have anything of use. Just a basic sword and some armor. You do see some sort of vial that looks like it's broken on the ground over here with some scorch marks, like maybe he had a single alchemist fire that was broken, but nothing usable that you can see. With your nat 20 perception, however, you can see off in the distance, way over to the east, you see a very large creature that seems to be approaching.
That's nat 20. Here's a giant monster headed your way, and also nothing to help you stop it. Have fun!
Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. Or if podcasts are more your thing, find the audio version of this show on the Level 1 Geek podcast on your favorite listening platform. If you'd like to show your support, you can find links to our website, Discord, and Patreon in the description below. Now go take a long rest, drink plenty of water, and we'll catch you next time.